I'm Aaron Shannon, and I live in Rochester, Minnesota. I actually started school here in Rochester at Rochester Community College, and I finished my degree at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. I ended up with a recording technology degree with a double bass emphasis. Part of that degree, I had to have a 3-month internship, so I moved to Nashville with a couple friends, and I had an internship at Soundstage Studios. About 2.5 months of living there, I got a job with Quad Studios, and I worked as an assistant slash house engineer there for about 6 years, and then I moved on to as a freelance engineer in Nashville. I lived in Nashville for a total of about 10 years, and while I lived there, my wife and I had a child, and both of us are here from Minnesota, so we had 2 grandmothers yelling at us that they're never going to see their grandchild, so we moved back to Minnesota. And we've been back maybe 6-7 years now, and I started teaching. I come full circle, and I started teaching at Rochester Community College now, teaching audio production. And I'm going to show you my studio here, and I have a lot of gear at the studio at school as well.
So here's a quick look at my home studio. I've got a little keyboard here for my MIDI stuff, a center section for volume control made by SPL, Dynaudio speakers, meters, and I would normally have preamps up here, but I have them at school for the students. Here's my 13-button World of Warcraft battle mouse. I've made macros so I can edit in Pro Tools really fast with it. And here is a Motor Mix moving faders for mixing. My computer's a little old, as you can see, but I have an HD3 Pro Tool rig in it, so it doesn't really matter. And I mostly use Pro Tools. I have Logic as well. I use that quite a bit. And you can see I have Reason, but I don't use it as much as I used to. And those are my DAWs. So now we'll head over to Rochester Community College, and I have a bunch of gear here. This is the schools right here. These are the Universal Audio 710s, the Great Pre's. We have a Tascam DM4800 digital console. And here is the Access Virus, one of my favorite keyboards. And over here is my gear. First off is the Brent Averill Neve 1272 modules. And there's 4 Pre's of those. Right underneath that is the Trident S20. And then the UBK Fatso, it's a compressor. And then also a distressor compressor.